But this is private property. They know it. They
I
know
see.
they're operating a fraudulent deed. They don't have no right to be on this property whatsoever. He knows that.
I know.
You know.
That's what he's coming to talk to you about.
Okay. Johnson, you know this is private property. They do not have authority to be here. Okay. What will have to happen, it will have to go back to the courts. Yeah. This is a criminal matter that you well know about, that they're operating a fraudulent deed. They do not have the right to be on this property. They do not have the right to be here. Okay. All the actions that have been taken regarding this, you guys are ignoring the law. We contacted you for protection and help regarding the things that have transpired with the banks operating a fraudulent deed and a fraudulent trust deed. They do not own this house.
Mr. Kai, can I just tell you what's going to happen today, okay? Just so you can understand, all right? And this is the totality thing. I've told you before, I'm with you. I hate banks, all right? I despise them. They're money mongers, and they are what they are. But they operate within the scope of the law, and I can't. Listen.
They are not within the scope of the law.
It's what. Come here.
I'm here. I just don't want him entering and accessing the house.
Okay.
Okay.
You understand that you can be arrested. You are on property that doesn't belong to you. Okay.
It does not belong to them either. What has to happen is, number one, I am a tenant here. Okay, I have not been given notification in reference to leaving this property. So lawfully and legally speaking, then an eviction notice.
Right now, what you're doing is this is called trespassing.
No, they would be trespassing.
No, ma'am.
They would be trespassing.
You have been served. James.
No.
Everybody's been served.
No. Everybody has not been served. I have not been legally and lawfully served pertaining to the situation with this property. No, I have not.
Well, so this is not going to end well for you personally, and I don't want it to get to that point because, like, quite frankly, you're playing into the bank's hands right now, and I don't want you to do that. Right. Just like I didn't want James to do that. James is a good man. You and I both know that.
Yeah, but yet and still, y'all got him sitting in jail, acting like that.
It's not me.
Okay.
If you want to come talk to me, we can work this out. I'm not going to scream across the fence and talk to you.
Okay. All right. This is what we're going to do. I will comply.
Okay.
Because it is not my intentions to go to jail in reference to anything. But I'm going to ask you to give me 1 hour. Honestly, give me 1 hour. Because I have to clear my stuff out of here.
I'll tell you what we'll do. Is we will stand by with you while you do that.
No, I can't have that be the case.
Well, these are all. But my choice right now is this bank is driven down here. They have a right to be here just to evaluate what's going on in the property. It's their property. Right now, you are trespassing. So it's my job then to preserve the peace. And if you resist for some reason, my only enforcement action I have available to me is to place you under arrest for trespassing. I don't want
you guys will.
All right, we're trying to get James out of jail right now. I don't want this to go any further than what it's going now. Okay, I have no desire to put that man in jail. He's in the last part of his life. He doesn't need to be there. And then now I don't need to exacerbate this by putting you in jail also. That's just good over a piece of possession. Who the hell cares about this? I know you're a God-fearing woman. I know you are, because you and I have had many conversations. This property is not worth it. And I also know that I've talked to the bank, and I know that they've offered James some opportunities to buy this, and maybe that can be reopened with them before this gets any further. But it's not going to be to your benefit or James' benefit to sit in jail and try to negotiate with the bank. And that's, we're not the right tool to deal with this.
No, you're not. It should be being addressed in court. And all the things that we did in regards to dealing with the situation, we did it lawfully and legally, abiding by all rules. Okay, you guys are the only one that are not operating by the law. You are the only ones that are not operating by the law. The banks are not operating by the law. The law enforcement system is not operating by the law.
I don't disagree that it doesn't always feel like that. but we are governed by the land. As cops, we've got to follow a strict point of law. And sometimes it benefits us, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it benefits you, sometimes it doesn't, depending on where it's at. And it's not a perfect system, but it's better than Russia. Because if we were in Russia, we'd have already kicked in the door, we'd have already broken out the windows, and we probably would have already had you sitting in the back of a police car. But because we're in this land, you and I are sitting here talking through a fence on a property that you don't own, the bank owns, and I'm trying to do this peacefully because, one, I care about James and I care about you, and I don't want this to go further than it has to go. Because this is, right now, we're at a tipping point where things can go terribly wrong, and that's not where this needs to go. This is ridiculous. You guys need to regroup and figure out your next strategy with a decent attorney that can help you do what needs to be done.
I'm in agreement with you. I'm not going to fight with you. Because like you said, my life is more important than this house.
You have a lot
However, the property that's inside this house, okay, tell me right now what's going to happen with the possessions that are inside this house.
Let me talk to you, because I don't even know. I'm just here to preserve the peace. I have no idea.
Okay.
This is not some great concerted effort that we've all met in a room somewhere where we're gonna strategize on what we're gonna take. I have no idea. I'm just here to preserve the peace. And because I have a lot of knowledge on this, they dragged my butt out of my desk so I can come out here and stand here and talk to you because I know what's going on. So let me go talk to her and find out what they're gonna do exactly.
Because there's a lot of stuff in this house that are valuable possessions.
Right. I get that. I've been in there and I know that. I know they're James's mom, James' dad, all that stuff's in there. I've seen it. I know what's in there. So I can appreciate that. And I don't want him to lose it. I think that they were trying to get that to him, but he didn't want to move it from the property. And I think that they actually legally, they actually own the possessions inside it, but I think that they're reasonable people. So let me see if they can give you time to grab what's valuable real quick, and then see what they plan on doing today, okay? And then I'm sure that they would stand by with you on, and I know that they've reached out to you before in the past, or they've reached out to James, and they tried to coordinate an effort for him to get his property, what he thought was valuable that he wanted to keep. But I think he's just kind of stuck at, well, you're not taking my house, you know.
Because it's all unlawful.
I know, but let me talk to them real quick.
Sir, you have my word. I'm going to go inside and grab a few things. I don't have any guns. I'm not any threat to anybody.
Until we get people at least here, like the banker and like that, I would prefer you don't go inside because we don't know what's in the house right now. You can tell us all the time where there's no weapons or anything there. But if you go inside the house, that's not good for us. So I appreciate if you just stay outside until we at least figure out what's going on.
This is all fraud. And I hope to God this never happens to your parents, because it's unbelievable what we're going through. It is unbelievable that the institution, a banking institution, can lie and commit fraud and have the government behind them to officiate that fraud. You know you guys are a party to this crime. They have made you a party to this crime. Both the theft of this house, everything that has happened to Mr. Tillory, him being in jail unlawfully, they've made you a party to their crimes. And may God forgive you for being on the wrong side of the law in reference to this. It just doesn't make any sense. This doesn't make any sense. You know, they got fraudulent documentation. They submitted that to the courts, and the courts acted on it. We notified the courts that they had submitted a fraudulent deed in reference to the property. They're operating a fraudulent trust securities document. All of this stuff is on the books. It's legal. It's on the FBI website. They should not be allowed to do what it is that they're doing. But instead of y'all adhering to the law, and we went to the law, we went to the district attorney's office, we went to the FBI, we came to the police, we came to the sheriffs. Prior to all of this even transpiring, we did what we were supposed to do pertaining to getting this situation addressed. And you guys didn't do what you guys were supposed to do. You were supposed to protect us, not the thieves. You were supposed to protect us.
All right, Mr. Guy, this is the plan. You're gonna have to come with me at this point in time. Okay. They wanna change the locks like they've done before. This will be the third time that they're gonna change the locks in this house. You have no established right to be here from a criminal law standpoint. I'm just letting you know this. Okay. I know that personally. You're representing James and his family. I understand that, but I don't want you to go to jail. And they want to come in here and they want to change the locks and they want to inventory the property right now. So that's what we're going to do.